This week has been Bible Camp at St. Clement's, and the theme is Son West, with the Son meaning Jesus, the Son of God. These Bible camps always have a theme which allows for some creative decorating by the Director of Religious Education and her helpers, and this year certainly is no different. Our church hall gives the idea of being a Western town and its environs, and is really beautifully done. But through the theme, the songs, the crafts, and so on, there are lessons being taught. And perhaps the theme will help the children to remember the lessons that much more. In fact, such creative use of the imagination is often a help to spiritual reflection and meditation. As, for example, when one tries to put themselves into a Bible story, seeing the characters, experiencing the surroundings, imagining how all are reacting to what is taking place. Those abilities to reflect and to imagine are some of God's great gifts to us. And so they will help us to move beyond simply reading about an incident and then drawing simply the most basic level of meaning. I also couldn't help but think with this theme of Son West, how there was that wonderful tradition in the church, still appears certainly in some churches, where churches were built on an east-west axis. In those, normally the entrance is at the western end of the church, and the sanctuary is at the eastern end of the church. Therefore, the people are gathered there at prayer, and they're looking toward the east, the direction from which the sun rises each morning, and from which tradition tells us the Son of God will return at the end of time. Often these churches would also look for ways to bring that light in creative ways into the church, illuminating it for prayer. So it's one of the many wonderful architectural and artistic ways that our churches have been built, helping people to receive all these subtle messages. Indeed, entering any church when we're really experiencing something awesome is appreciating the world beyond and taking us to a new level of understanding. So in a similar way, I hope the children this week are having an opportunity to learn lessons that they will remember for many years. And perhaps when they see something with a Western theme, some of these little images will come back to them and help them to recall. This is Father Donald at St. Clement's of Rosedale. I'd like to especially thank the DRE and the many volunteers this week who have made Bible Camp possible. And I think I'd like to wish everybody this week, instead of my normal greeting, happy trails.